Today we are going to be interviewing Sarah Wolf of Good Party ATX. She is going to log into Instagram really quickly, and then we're going to get started. Hi and welcome everybody. Let us know if you have any questions for either of us. We're super excited to be here today. We're going to be talking about different businesses and who we support right now, how to support them in these times of quarantine. Welcome everybody. There's a lot of really interesting things that businesses are doing, and I'm especially excited to get to know more about Sarah because Sarah is just a really wonderful person behind a really wonderful business, and we're going to learn more about her. Usually she is telling us all about all of the different businesses that hi Sarah, about all the different businesses that that we can support, but right now I want to learn more about her. So she tells us about hi, there she is. Welcome. Hi. Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm just figuring out some setup. Everyone carry on.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Well, we are going live, everybody, just so you know, on multiple platforms, which requires some wizardry. But we're excited to be here today. We've got Sarah on and Quilly Nelson at the same time, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions for us. We're excited to be talking about lots of different things today, including at some point in the future, animal tarot. But we'll talk more about that when we get to that point. Sarah, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
I'm so excited. And who's our friend with us?
This is Quilly Nelson.
Quilly!
We are super excited, to have Quilly here. And I've got a little hat for her as well. But while I'm figuring that out, Sarah, can you tell me what made you start Good Party ATX?
So a lot of people might not know this, but I have a background in Austin events and just the local business community. Oh my goodness, you have to add a cowboy hat, of course. And I have just been involved with nonprofits for years, volunteering and fostering dogs. And I used to be marketing director over at the Austin Chronicle. So I've just always really been in the mix in the local community. And I found that I was always having friends text me, what should we do this weekend? You know, where should we go for happy hour? What's going on Friday? And then also, where can I volunteer? Where can I donate these books? How can we give back this holiday season? Those things were just always overlapping. And so it just started one night after getting a bunch of texts from people. I was like, I'm going to start an Instagram account, which led to a website, which led to more things where I can just kind of like source all of this info so they can go check it out there instead of texting me directly.
That's awesome. Well, that's so great to have it be born out of a need, right? It wasn't something that you were excited about and hopeful about, but something where you were maybe even getting kind of annoyed by people who were like really excited about you sharing that kind of information with them. And you guys, if you don't follow Good Party ATX, please do. I'm so excited to be talking to you, Sarah, right now, because usually we hear from you all about just all of the other companies, right? All the other organizations that we can be supporting. So it's really cool to hear your story.
I know. I'm not used to being in the hot seat and talking about myself. It's kind of weird. I'm used to talking about others.
Yeah, definitely. And Sarah, you're on CBS on Fridays as well, right? To share information.
Yes, I'm on the We Are Austin morning show on CBS every Friday morning to talk about what to do over the weekend and ways to give back. And most of the time, those things overlap. You can always... Well, back when we were having events all the time, you can normally find, happy hours and music shows and just things to do that support the local community. So that's really the focus of that program.
Awesome. That's so cool. And that's really great to still be able to do that. What do you enjoy most, I guess, about Good Party ATX? I know you have so much going on with it.
I like that it's very positive, right? It's hyper focused on the local community and it's just very positive. And the thing I like to say about Good Party that we focus on is even if you don't have a ton of extra time or a ton of extra financial resources, there are still little ways that you can contribute and give back while still enjoying yourself or still, trying out things that you're interested in. So even if you can't donate thousands and thousands of dollars or buy a big table at a fundraising gala, there are just like little micro things you can do in the community to really get involved and meet other people like you that have similar interests that want to make an impact, but also like having fun. Like it's okay to get out there and, have fun. So that's really what we like to focus on. It's all positive.
And that's the best part of all of it, I think, is that you show us how to have fun and party with purpose, right? You bring all of that together and allow people to see how they can have fun while supporting really great causes. And actually, I have a question just about that. I mean, what kind of qualifications do you look for in a company or organization that you support?
Well, so most of the time we do keep it Austin focused. There have been a few outlying events where we've supported causes that were outside of Austin just because we were noticing like that's what Austinites were caring about at the time. But most of the time it has an Austin focus. Most of the time it is benefiting a 501c3 nonprofit that we like to bring on board. We really like to introduce people to new organizations that they might not be familiar with because Austin has so many great nonprofits that are working to make the city a better place. But that's not always the case. Sometimes one of the fundraisers I love that we used to do at Liberty Bar every year back when things were open was just like a homegrown school supply drive for teachers at an East Austin elementary school. And that was just, I had a friend that was a teacher there. She was telling me about all the supplies they buy out of pocket. And I was like, no way, let's have a happy hour. Everybody bring Clorox wipes and some colored pencils and markers and like, let's make sure you don't spend all your own money. And it was great. People showed up with like HEB bags full of supplies and the Liberty guys would like, give people a drink and it was fun. All the teachers came out. Teachers know how to drink. So they had a good time too.
They work hard, they party hard. Definitely.
Tequila shots.
Absolutely. Oh, that's wonderful. And hopefully we'll be able to do more events soon, right? Like that. But I know that we do have a lot of companies that you're still able to support, even though we can't visit them in person. And I guess before we get there, I'm really interested because I know when we've worked with you on events before as well, what has been your favorite event? Not to I guess preempt that question with the answer all the time, the Tiny Tales to You event.
Tiny Tales to You.
But yeah, what's been your favorite event that you've planned or worked on or been part of?
Well, for this year, it was the one with you guys, but I do have to add that was the only event we got to have before the shutdown happened. So
how funny.
There's no other competition. Yeah, for folks that might be watching and not know about it, on February 1st, we had a fun party called Austin for Aussies at Central Machine Works. And this was a fundraiser, like I mentioned, that benefited someone outside of Austin. It was in response to the wildfires in Australia, and it benefited a wildlife rescue group called Wires. And it was just so incredible. We, of course, had Tiny Tales out there so folks could get their own hands on some wildlife. We had a little raffle going. We had some live music. It was just again, it was fun. It was a chill Saturday hangout. And I think we raised like near $7,000 for that group. I mean, it was just incredible to be able to send that money over there and help. And that's what I love about it. It's just the laid back stuff. You would probably go to Central Machine Works anyway and grab a drink on a Saturday. And when you went on that day, it benefited a good cause. So we've done a lot of stuff like that at Kitty Cohen's. We tend to do a lot of stuff East Side, but we've done it at all sorts of venues where it's kind of a party or hangout you'd normally want to do. And then we add that philanthropic element to it.
Very cool. All right. Sorry, Instagram is having a moment. Let me do this. Nope. Okay. Well, am I paused? Is it paused on Instagram?
Let's see.
Okay, cool. Let me see what's happening there. All right. Tech issues on Instagram. There we go. We're back on Instagram.
Wow. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm so sorry about that.
I don't know what it is. I blame the rain.
Yeah, the rain definitely it was pouring, and then there was a little gap in the rain, which is wonderful. But that was a really fun event for us too, because we have two animals that are native to Australia, which were so fun to have there and have people, be able to hold the bearded dragon and the blue-tongued skink and kind of, identify even more closely with animals that we're helping with. So that was such a fun event. And how interesting. I guess that was the last one that you got to work on in person before the pandemic hit. So, wow. Well, I really
that
love
was
that
the last one
we.
Yeah, that was the last one we hosted. We actually ran PR support for the Austin Music Awards, which was technically the last event I was at before everything in March. But that was our last homemade one. So we'll be back.
Well, I'm so glad that we played a role in that too. That was such a fun event. Speaking of that event, there was a dog tarot card reader there. And that was, of course, one of the many hats, I guess, that you wear, Sarah, is dog tarot card reading. And so this is our guinea pig, Panda. And Panda was hoping that she might be able to get her own tarot cards read from maybe the famous Sarah Wolf tarot card reader.
Let's see if I can get her in here. Okay, guys, here we go.
Yes,
tarot time.
So happy about the hat.
You'll see, it's hard to tell with the earbuds. Do you see these?
Oh, I love it so much.
Little witchy earrings.
Did you just put them on, or did you have them on earlier?
I had them on. I think the earbuds.
I love it so much.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's get this.
I'm super excited.
We have to kind of get the space ready.
Oh my gosh.
Smudge a little bit, kind of clean this out.
We get the whole package. Okay. This is making probably my week. I'm so excited about this.
Okay, we'll just have, you said Panda, right?
Panda,
put all your concentration on these cards. Look at these cards. Okay, we're gonna start with one card and see. I think Panda wants this one. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, are you ready, Panda? The Oracle. Do you guys see that?
Wow.
You see this? Now, I will say there's a caveat to this. Normally, I specialize in dog tarot. That's tarot just for dogs. So we're making some adaptions for Panda today. So this card, as you can see, is with a critter here with some very large ears, right? This means that we need to listen. This is a card based on instinct and perspective. And now, while Panda has very small ears, that does not mean this card doesn't apply to Panda. This card tells us that we need to trust our instincts. And also, when it comes to pets or critters in our care, this is telling us that we might need to get their perspective on something. That if we're trying to figure out maybe why Panda does certain things that Panda does or acts a certain way, or if something's been irritating lately, we need to look at through their eyes or hear through their ears, right? And so this card even tells us sometimes it's best to like get in their situation. So if you had a dog and your dog's been, acting weird about their dog bed lately, get down on the floor, lay on their bed. Is the bed dirty? Did something happen to the bed? Is it in a weird position? Is it on top of the AC vent and it's really uncomfortable? Sometimes you have to get in an animal's position to understand what they're going to and see instinctually what they might be experiencing. So Panda, I'm not a psychic, so I don't know exactly what you've been going through, but it seems like maybe we need to kind of experience your day and just have a check-in. Maybe everything's fine, but this is just telling us, don't forget the perspective, And I'm really listening
to her right now and kind of sensing her cues. She was nibbling my finger a little bit, and so I think she might be hungry.
There you go. Look at that. All about the perspective. Look at this. Oh, that's the best.
You helped a guinea pig today, Sarah. She went into the carrot, and now she let us know. Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
I do have, so from watching your Instagram, which I'm just going to talk about this again, her Instagram, Sarah's Instagram, and Good Party ATX's Instagram and blog are such great resources. But I know from your Instagram and your blog that companies are starting to establish kind of a new normal with their services. Can you talk about some of the companies that are open right now and what they're offering?
Sure. So, a lot of companies have really had to pivot. Pivot's like a code word for this year, right? And some people are taking what they offer normally and going virtual. And then some businesses are slowly starting to reopen, but doing so really mindfully and safely, right? Because we're still in this. We still need to be really careful. And so one of the businesses that I just spoke to this week was the Paramount Theater. Now, I love the Paramount Theater. I was super sad when their summer film series didn't happen this summer because we just couldn't be gathering in person. And so they've just announced that starting next week, their classic film series is back. This happens, this time every year in the fall. All of our classic favorite movies at the Paramount. And so you can actually go and watch it in person, which is super exciting. But they are making some adaptations. So you'll have to get a ticket in advance. And your ticket will be assigned seating. Normally at the Paramount, it's kind of a free-for-all. You pick your favorite seat. And so they will be assigning seats so they can space people out and also leave open seats in between. And they're only filling the theater to 25% capacity. So that's an update for this year too. And they're probably going to have some food and beverage changes. They're sanitizing the whole theater between screenings. And so they're just being really safe. They'll also have contactless check-in when you get there with your ticket. And so they have some great programming coming up. They have a Women in Film Week. They have like Classic Movie Week with all of our favorites like Back to the Future and movies like that. And then one of my favorite weeks is Alfred Hitchcock Week, when it gets a little spooky and they play all those classic films like The Birds. I just love it. If you can go see a film at the Paramount and support them, if you feel safe, it's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, the Paramount's over 100 years old, y'all. It is an Austin treasure.
It's so beautiful. And I was so glad to hear that. That Summer Classic Film Series is one of my favorite events to go to every summer. And, we were talking about this earlier, you don't realize how much you miss something until you hear that it's coming back. And I almost cried just hearing that, because it's just such an Austin, staple even, to go to that classic film series. And that's so wonderful that they are providing it. So there's also some kits that you can order from companies that used to do kind of delivery or in-person events, who are now kind of changing up their offerings, right?
Yeah, so if you go to goodpartyatx.com, our latest blog, we have a roundup of kits that you can experience. So you can order, pick up, or have them delivered and do it at home. So there's a lot of craft kits, like the lady artists over at the Cathedral have tons of classes every weekend with different kits. So they have like paint a cactus kit, where you can learn how to paint a cactus at home, and you can actually tune into a virtual class over the weekend, but paint at home and kind of follow along. There is a macrame kit. So if you've wanted to do that, that's like the string art. You can make a beautiful wall hanging. There's a fabulous artist in town that is doing that. And then there's some like sweet treat kits. So we know our friends over at the Cupcake Bar have a seasonal cupcake kit, so you can sign up for that. They'll deliver everything to you. You get the cupcakes, the icing, the sprinkles, all the fixins, and you kind of put it together at home. That's a really fun option for kids too, and it saves your kitchen from getting messy. So we have a whole roundup of kind of some fun kits in Austin to check out.
Definitely check that out. I mean, while you're at home, that doesn't mean that you need to be bored or be missing out on these really fun interactions. And I saw some of the pictures of the cactus kit, and it was just really beautiful. You can end up painting and creating for yourself. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, Instagram, we're just going to ignore it for a minute. You
guys hear
great.
Me?
Well,
yeah.
Are there any other upcoming events or services that you would recommend? We'll ask that again to Instagram in just a second. Let's see. There we go.
We're back.
All right. So are there any other upcoming events or services that you would recommend?
There's a lot of fun stuff. So Vista Brewing out in the Hill Country, if you've been wanting a little mini getaway out in Driftwood, they are actually having live music on Fridays now. Again, super safe. It's normally a singer-songwriter up on stage. All the picnic tables are spaced out. You do need to reserve your table, and they're asking for a $5 reservation fee, and they're going to donate that back to HAM. That's the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians. So I actually went to that a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty cool. You're out there in the fresh hill country air. It wasn't too hot, and now it's starting to cool down. So that's a fun option to check out for sure.
Very cool. Oh man, that's so exciting. Well, I'm so excited to continue to follow your blog and your Instagram. Oh my gosh, what is that?
Yeah. Before we go, there's Magic 8 Ball too. So after your tarot fix,
what? Okay, hold on. We need to get a bunny in on this. Hold on.
Yeah.
We need a bunny in on this action.
There are some rules with the Magic 8 Ball. No questions of life or death or anything serious that can't be reversed.
I would be too scared to ask anything of that. So
I love at the events we do when I bring this, little kids always ask with their parents, can they get a pet
Oh my
And
gosh.
that gets me in a lot of trouble.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And then you have to just make up the answer.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe
maybe
later.
so. Yeah. With your parents' permission. It's on the 8 ball.
Yeah, it
I
says
don't
that.
know.
Little cat thing.
So this is Benjamin Bunny, and Benjamin would really like to know if mm, if there will be a Super Bowl played this fall, because he gets to be part of a salad bowl whenever there is a Super Bowl. We do a big salad bowl event. So he wants to know, will there be a Super Bowl played this fall?
Okay. Okay, let's see, guys. Super Bowl this fall. Will there be a Super Bowl this fall? I'm putting my energy into it. I wish I could show. If I move it, you're not going to see it. It says, better not tell you now. Can you see?
Ah, what a tease.
Can you guys see that?
Oh,
That's
I love it.
crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Like, isn't
Okay.
that the truth about this year, man?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Better not knowing, you guys.
Yep. Yep. Better not knowing. Or, maybe the outcome will be more favorable if we ask in like another month or something
we
like
can
that.
always ask again.
Yeah. And I'm really just the answer is going to be yes in my head. That's going to be my memory of this conversation.
I think no matter what, we should have a salad bowl. No matter what.
A salad bowl. Excellent point. Yes, there will be a salad bowl, Benjamin. That's a good point. Either way, we're going to do it. Actually, we're going to see a salad bowl coming up, I think, next week, which will be really fun. So everybody keep an eye out for that. Okay. And where can people find out more about Good Party ATX and follow your recommendations?
So they should follow us, of course, on Instagram, Good Party ATX. We're really easy to find. Good Party ATX on Facebook. I also have a Facebook group called Good Party ATX Connect. You'll see it when you search groups. And this is a chance for people, if you find an event or small business or something in town that's giving back to a good cause, you can share it in that group. It's crowdsourcing. It's for everyone. So you should definitely check that out. And then, of course, every Friday on CBS, we are Austin from 9 to 10 a.m. You'll catch me in that hour with my top picks.
That's such a fun show to watch. Yeah, everybody definitely tune into that. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you especially for the tarot reading and the 8-ball reading. That's possibly my favorite thing that I've ever done with anyone. So thank you so much.
Yeah, if people are interested in more of this, let us know. Go comment or send us a message or something. If this should be a thing, let me know.
That's actually a point that I really wanted to make sure to make, is just that dog tarot reading and animal tarot reading needs to go viral. We need more of this in the world. And so if you guys agree, send a note to Good Party ATX or to us, and we can forward it to her, because Sarah is phenomenal, and we need to see these tarot readings just, become the new dogs and animals. I think it's pretty important.
Yeah, I agree. Let us know.
Well, thanks so much again, Sarah. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And go get on Good Party ATX. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and read the blog too. I'm super excited to read more of those posts. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.